Hello, what is happening everybody, and welcome to game number 3 of Cloud9 versus Invictus Gaming. This is Starladder Season 12, the lower bracket finals, and Cloud9 did take game 1, ended up losing game 2 after a great comeback from Invictus Gaming. Cloud9 immediately banning out the exact two, the exact two heroes that they banned out last game, Green of Pain and the Storm Spirit, and I love the respect out from Invictus Gaming towards Bone 7. Beastmaster and Zeus. Or Fadza Beastmaster, or Fadza Zeus, and the Bone 7 Beastmaster. Two very, very solid respect bands. So we're gonna be hitting the game with those two heroes out of the pool. I'm expecting a Cloud9 Bone 7 Phoenix again, because that Phoenix had an amazing impact on the last game. So there's a very, very solid chance that that's gonna be our pickup. Or at least Cloud9's pickup for this particular matchup against Invictus Gaming, because they didn't really have a solution. And yep, there you go, that's the Phoenix. And Invictus Gaming, I do feel they have to draft more of an early game strat this time, because last time they didn't have that good of an early game. They had a Zeus offlane, solo offlane Zeus, which had a lot of trouble. Basically, he had a terrible game. It was only because the Cloud9 ended up taking the dumb fight near the Roche pit that things actually turned around. So if Cloud9, they can keep themselves out of trouble and try to win it early, depending of course on the Invictus Gaming lineup. Oh, they're going to be picking the Shadow Fiend for Ori 430. That's your Shadow Fiend, buddy. That's your pal. So they're going to be having him for a mid. And now I think Cloud9, they're regretting banning out the Queen of Pain, because he is, or she is, of course, the natural counter to Shadow Fiend. And Invictus Gaming, I would actually say that just kind of pick banning the Lion in this case for Chuan would actually not be half that bad. And there you go. Because Lion does have the burst damage necessary to deal with Shadow Fiend. I could imagine Cloud9 going for, once again, some burst. Or in the lineup, Alina, basically a mid Lina, would actually not be that bad this game. Has some form of way of dealing with the Shadow Fiend, of course, with the Dragon Slave. Plus, when she gets the Laguna Blade online, she's able to burn through BKBs. At least when she gets the Aghanim Scepter. So that's going to counter out any chance of a BKB out from Shadow Fiend. So I would say a Lina would actually not be a bad pickup for Cloud9. I don't think they're going to do it immediately, but at least when you get later on. It's going to be the Bat Rider that's going to be the offlane. Offlane? Hold on. Hold on. You got Phoenix and you got Bat Rider. Two offlane heroes. This is probably going to be a jungle Bat Rider. Just a straight up jungle Bat Rider.
10 seconds remaining.
Is this going to be Big Daddy Bat Rider? Nah, it's probably not going to be. I'm not entirely positive on what I actually believe anymore, but yeah, Bat Rider definitely a good counter to Shadow Fiend. They're able to isolate him rather well and just try to burn through him. And Earthshaker, also the ban out for the Bat Rider, or also ban out against the Bat Rider. I would actually say a Viper would actually work rather well up against the Bat Rider as well. So we might see Invictus Gaming trying to go for that, try to maybe safe lane the Viper. It's also one way to deal with the Phoenix, as Viper has a natural tendency to go towards the Met style. Troll Warlord gonna get banned out by Invictus Gaming. I would actually say that would not have been a bad pickup for them, but then again, it actually does synergize rather well with Cloud9 strat of having the Bat Rider drag somebody in and just Troll Warlord hammering them down. So that's probably another good ban out here from Invictus Gaming. But who are we going to be seeing here? We're going to be seeing the Vengeful Spirit ban out from Cloud9. It's a good way to isolate the Bat Rider. Also swap somebody back out. Plus you're going to also swap the Bat Rider back out. Goes with that vision. So Invictus Gaming looking for a last little ban out here. I'm really liking both lineups as of right now. They're really good at countering out each other. Lion is actually not bad against Bat Rider. In terms of before he gets the BKB, because you can just straight Earth Spike and Hex, and that's going to be your entire last iteration gone right there. And Finger, because Bat Rider is, of course, an inside hero, he's not super strong. You got the Lycan ban out. Oh, Juggernaut pick up from Invictus Gaming. So that's gonna be your, it's gonna be a safe lane carry here. So they're looking for some mid-game action as of right now. Shadow Fiend and Juggernaut, the kings of the mid-game. The mid to semi-late game. Juggernaut is not all that great once it goes ultra late, like into the minute 70 as we saw last time. But up until like minute 50, 55, he's actually relatively good. As in really, really good this meta. So what we're going to be having here, Cloud9.
5 seconds remaining.
We're waiting for the next pickup. They got to figure out a counter to the Juggernaut here. I don't think the sniper is the solution this time. They got to find some way of locking him down, or maybe a tank to just tank up that Omni Slash once he does finally get those off. And they're looking at an Ancient Apparition for now. Also, of course, with that global laning presence, just with that global presence in general. So really solid pickup. Also up against the Shadow Fiend. If you look at it, Zeus is banned out, so we won't be seeing that combination. But it's a way to drop the Shadow Fiend low without him having any form of regen, because Shadow Fiend is also reliant on lifesteal, and he's not going to be having that. Likewise with the Juggernaut, the Mask of Madness won't work once the Ice Blast is on him. So that's also a good way of dealing with him.
5 seconds.
So Invictus Gaming, what are they going to be finding here? What are they looking for? I'm thinking another safe lane support for this Juggernaut. Gonna be tri-laning at this time, hopefully. And trying to get the Jugs the farm that he needs. So what are we looking at? The Earthshaker is banned out, synergizes very, very well with the Lion. Likewise, oh, it's actually going to be a Morphling, so they're drafting the offlaners right now. This could actually be a strength Morphling. That would actually not be half that bad, because you would be able to stun up the Bat Rider for the entirety of the 4.25 second duration. That is basically his lasso. So Morphling, definitely a solid pickup, and if it's a strength Morphling, almost even better. Because they don't have a whole lot, they do have the Lion in terms of magic damage, so even if you go for an Agility Morphling with an Ethereal Blade, Lion and Morphling are able to just burn out whoever's there. The shotgun is not that strong anymore, but it's still relevant. And just regardless, I mean, once you're morphing, saying, oh, the Magnus! Oh, this is an exciting one. This is a very, very solid lineup that Cloud9 are putting together right now. So this is probably going to be, could be both a mid and an offlane mag at this point. But yeah, you got the reverse polarity into the Ice Blast plus the Supernova. Basically the reverse polarity is gonna be able to basically take half the duration off the Supernova, like in terms of when they're actually gonna be able to hit it. And of course Phantom, not of course Phantom Lancer, but Phantom Lancer banned out. It's also a good hero up against Juggernaut in terms of just the sheer illusions plus versus the Omni Slash. I would say that actually an Omni Knight would not be a bad pickup for Cloud9 at this point. Even though they are lacking right-click damage at this point. Yeah, that's actually true. They are lacking a lot of right-click damage, and unless they want to play like a super core mag with a with Daedalus, Mask of Madness, Assault Cuirass, I think they need some more damage than that. Silencer is also going to be banned out, and that was a relatively good ban out. Sand King, oh, that is one hell of a hero to play up against Magnus. In terms of Magnus, if he drags back the Sand King and Sand King gets a chance to epi, it's gonna be a team wipe, no matter how you look at it. Because Phoenix is somewhat tanky, likewise with Mag, but Bat Rider and Ancient Apparition, they're gonna be dropping so fast. Plus the epicenter keeps going even after he's dead.
10 seconds remaining.
And Cloud9, they're looking for a last pickup here. They still do need some DPS, and I'm not hoping this is going to be the sniper, because he's going to struggle up against Juggernaut and Lion and Shadow Fiend. It's actually going to be a blast from the past, the Terrorblade. Oh, this is rather interesting. This is an interesting pickup here. Right now, Invictus Gaming, they have to be so careful. They have to be extraordinarily careful. when playing up against this this Terrorblade. If Juggernaut ulties and doesn't get him down, Farron is just going to Sunder, and that's going to be an end of it. Likewise with the Shadow Fiend, Lion, Morphling, and Sand King. So Morphling, this is probably going to be turned into a Strength Morphling. Yep, X-Sai is playing him, so this is going to be a support Morphling. It's a way to deal with the Terrorblade. You get the 4-second stun off on him, and he's not going to be able to Sunder for a 4-second duration. So that's not half that bad. Plus, I don't think it goes through BKB. They don't have any spells that goes through BKB at this point, so they got no way of dealing with the BKB Terrorblade though. That's probably going to be maybe our main pickup here, and apparently got directed camera on. Might just actually be lazy this game. Nah, I'm not gonna. Because I have no idea what they're actually saying right now. So I'm going to be directing my own camera here. As Bone 7. It's going to be sitting on that offlane Batrider as it looks right now. Farron is Eternal Envy. It's going to be sitting on that black Terrorblade Arcana. And he's going to be rotating towards the top rune. Fata is going to be sitting on our Magnus. So this might be a mid-mag. And there's the pulse up from Sand King. They might have a bit of lag. Misery is going to be on the Ancient Apparition. And last but not least, Big Daddy Phoenix. Oh, this is going to be something. This is going to be something. I was expecting like just because Bone 7 ran the Phoenix so well, I was totally expecting Big Daddy Jungle Batrider. But Big Daddy Phoenix, I think he did run it a couple of times with Team Secret, so I don't think it's actually half that bad. And Faith is having connection issues, so we're just going to be running through the lineup of IG here for a second. We got Chuan on the Sand King, Burning on the Juggernaut, no big surprise there. Shadow Fiend is picked up by Ferrari 430, and last but not least, we got X-Sai on the Morphling. Of course, or Faith. Actually playing the Lion, it's not going to be a Chuan Lion this time, it's going to be a Chuan Sand King. Because he didn't really have that good of a Lion game last time. Oh, he's just going to redisconnect. Okay, superb. Internet issues, always nice. Or LAN issues this time. Having trouble connecting to the game. But yeah, regardless, they're going to have to deal with this Terrorblade, or try to figure out a way to deal with this Terrorblade. Even though he's very, very squishy early game, he's still got a lot of armor. He's got 10 armor plus a stout shield. Not a whole lot of creep damage is going to be coming through that. And if this is a solo Zai, Xi versus the Terrorblade, he's going to be having free farm. They're probably not going to try to tri-lane him. Just have the Jungle Batrider with the Ancient Apparition there for lane security. That would actually not be half that bad. Fata, of course, they're going to go mid on this Magnus. I'm really liking the Terrorblade pickup though with the mag. That's not a combo we've seen before, but there's a lot of potential because Terrorblade deals one hell of a lot of damage already. And once he gets the illusions, plus you get the Empower on mag, he's going to be able to do so much work. But yeah, that right there is a very, very cool Arcana. Love the fact that it's actually black there, but it's totally white once you get close to him. But yeah, Eternal Envy. What a pickup of this Terrorblade. That's something we're going to be emphasizing on, because that is very, very unusual. Looks like they will secure themselves. The top rune here is Eternal Envy probably, yep, running in to take that. As for Ferrari, Faith, and Burning, they're getting ready for that bottom lane. But No Tail and Bone 7, they're sitting down there. They could fight. They have a lot of burning damage. Plus, they have the superior mobility. They're just going to burn off the Roche Pit here. Going to check inside of that. Bone 7, looks, yeah, it looks like they'll just give up the rune here. Just going to set it for right. Alright, brother, you're not going to get this one this easy. Just a courtesy Icarus dive. It is actually going to be a tri-lane up in the top lane. So we got Bone 7 offlane Batrider. And we got Big Daddy No Tail, Misery, tri-lane with Farron, aka Eternal Envy. So on mid lane, Fatsa is going to be going up against Ferrari. And this is a very, very favorable matchup for the Shadow Fiend. Because Fatsa, he's going to be taking so much harass. And genuinely not be having much of anything. He's going to be having a fast bottle. But regardless of that, he's already dropping down to about 200 HP. And next time, he's just sitting up in the jungle. He's so scared. And that would be with good reason. He doesn't have much on Eternal Envy at this point. He does have the magic damage out from the waveform. But he's just sitting there sucking experience as of right now. They know he's in there. They're pinging him out. Pretty much the exact location. And they're actually digging for him. They're actually digging for him. That's actually kind of cool. Just buying the Quelling Blade and then reselling it in shop before it actually loses value. Bone 7 gonna be trying to steal the pole camp here. And that is something he's very, very good at. He's very, very good at controlling the soft lane on the Bad Rider. I've seen some crazy plays come out from him. So Big Daddy Phoenix, definitely not a downgrade if you get a Bone 7 Bad Rider. But yeah, Terrorblade is right now sitting on 7 last hits. Actually, currently Fatsa, he's taking mid. He's actually taking the last hits on mid. He's got 9 last hits so far versus Ferrari's 7. Ferrari is ahead on experience, but Mag, he's actually getting farm. And he's got boots and TPs now. Plus a 2-minute rune.
Money changes hands.
But yeah, this is going to be the very, very interesting matchup here. Eternal Envy Terrorblade versus the Burning Juggernaut. We haven't really talked a whole lot about him just because Bone 7, he's been busy dealing with the jungle, but this Bone 7, or not this Bone 7, this Juggernaut right here could become a problem. He could become a very, very big problem if he just keeps getting free farm, because he's eventually going to snowball. But then again, likewise with the Terrorblade, who's just popped Metamorphosis, going to be getting a bit of extra push in here. As on mid lane, Fatsa, once again taking a bit of damage here. Does have the haste rune, so could go for something at least somewhere. But then again, both XI and Burning, they're playing rather passive. You got Chuan inside the jungle as well, able to just stun up in case the Mag runs by. So he might just use it for getting a few last hits and maybe getting a better harass off on 430. But then again, 430, he has the superior boost. Or not boost. Fucking burst. Boost. Has the superior burst. Misery. There's the NXI in there. He's got to be careful. Hasn't been morphing anything yet. Big Daddy now going to be scouting him out as well. Going to be denying that clarity. It's going to come out from him. He's probably looking to morph into strength from that. But not going to happen. So that's actually 50 gold lost for the Morphling. Who has no last hit stuff as of yet. But yeah, Bone 7, he's just rotating back and forth. He's still level 1. I'm not entirely sure what he's actually trying to pull off here. And Burning, he's level 5. He's getting free farm down that bottom lane. And he's going to kill Bone 7 in case he gets close. But yeah, Bone 7 now back in lane, going to be taking a couple of last hits here. Probably should try to at least get up to some form of speed. Oh, on mid lane, the first blood. Did rotations. I didn't actually see him coming, but XI decided to go back in the lane, and he decided that Fatsa was going to be #1 meal here. So we got Fatsa. Yep, he's already down to Mag. He's got a pair of boots. Not much more than that. But then again, he did get... It was expected that he was going to be losing to the Shadow Fiend, who's now found a double damage rune. Might look to go bot. Bone 7, he's closing into level 3 here. As Burning is just sitting on so superior experience on map. And hero level. Chuan. Rotating down there, just going to be showing his presence. They might be looking to catch out XI here. Misery, he's going down quite far. He's just going to be trying to prevent this waveform from going out, but boots versus no boots, XI is going to be winning that matchup any day. And relatively fast pair of power treads out on Terrorblade now, so he's starting to hit a lot harder as of right now. And he's doing good on last hits. He's got 33 last hits in about 5 minutes. That is ridiculous. That is barely a last hit missed. It's at least not by much. Because the first one arrives at about 30 seconds. So we've had 5 creep waves. No, wait, 10 creep waves so far. So he should have 50 if he'd hit every single one of them. If he lasted every single one, but that's a bit too much for that's a bit too much to ask for. He's almost got 40, so he's only missed about 2 creep waves in total. Whereas if you look at somebody like the counter opposite, Bone 7 here, he's missed quite a lot because he's just been roaming around so much, and he actually dropped quite low. Big Daddy going to be rotating down towards the bottom lane, maybe try to find a couple of last hits there, get a few levels. Try to get some points into that Sunray as well.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, looking for the fire spirits as of right now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Burning, not going to be fighting that rune. Going to be going down the. Actually, oh, hold on. We got an S4 rune. The Shadow Fiend with the double damage and the bottle haste. That could mean disaster for Eternal Envy here. He has to be so careful. XI, he's morphing into at least something. Ferrari, he wants to try to find Farron, and it's just going to be a double kill. One going the way of the Lion and one going the way of the Shadow Fiend, and that was exactly what Cloud9 couldn't afford. They had no vision up there. They knew that he'd gotten the rune, but they didn't know where he was. And I don't think anything right there would have saved him. But yeah, that right there was just the S4 runes coming into play. Ferrari finding both, having both a bottle double damage rune, and then finding a haste rune. It doesn't get any better than that. Oh, Faith trying to steal stacks. This is such a dirty move. And it's going to be taking at least a couple of last hits here. But Burning ending up taking the prize. As he's now level 5, so he's found at least some levels in terms of the Morphling. In terms of actually getting something on the Morphling here. Fata does now have reverse polarity. He's working his way towards that quick Blink Dagger. And God knows he needs it. Farron has got a pair of slippers. Morphling. Oh, he's showing his presence, but not really going to be contesting much. Maybe going to be trying to look for that last hit right there. Oh, that is almost so dirty. He almost took it. Ferrari going to be finding a rune. Plus he's got the headdress, so he's going for a fast mechanism. That's not half that bad. They do have other ways of dealing damage, so you can play the core Shadow Fiend without just building ridiculous damage on him. But yeah, Bone 7 has rotated into the jungle. Only needed those couple of levels to try to at least get the farm for that level 6 that he actually needed. So Lasso is now available. Up on the top lane, XI, he's actually taking quite a lot of damage. He's out of mana after popping the waveform. Burning, he's got an Omni Slash, so Big Daddy, he has to be so careful not to get caught out. Does have to stay near the creeps. Because Juggernaut, once you get that Omni Slash, you can chase underneath the tower and still get a kill, no problem. He's got the Morbid Mask, very, very close to that Mask of Madness. Which I am suspecting might get a nerf once we get 6.84 out. It's a range creep. Yep, that's going to go down, and he's going to be applying pressure to this tower. Big Daddy just coming in, going to be letting go of a just an Icarus dive as of right now. Going to be trying to force him out up on the top lane. You got Ferrari. They're looking for Bone 7 here. They are smoked up, so they have no clue. Looks like they might just steal some of the camps. Nope, they're going to be rotating down, and this is a disaster for Fata. He could be in so much trouble right now. I think Faith, he might be looking to rotate the other way around. No, he's not. Smoke is worn off, and they're stuck in a bit of a bad spot here. And Fata sniffing out the danger. Going to be going back and waiting it out. Cloud9 is right now there. Every single one of them is sitting inside the fountain. And CP scroll. Looks like he'll just walk back to lane. Or maybe just walk into jungle. Looks like it as of right now. He's working his way towards the Yasha. Got the Blade of Alacrity going for him, so he's starting to do some rather significant damage. Has been picked off that one time, so his last hit has taken a rather big hit, but he does have a lot of heroes. Oh, the rock. Nope. That was not a super good rock. Just had to get his aim on him. Burning. Taking down that bottom tower. That's his Mask of Madness done, so he can soon start working some serious items. Faith and Swan, they're in a dangerous spot here. They do have the Blink Epicenter out from Swan's flash farming, so they got some way of dealing with Cloud9. But it's not exactly a favorable matchup. As Faith let's go with the Hex onto Bone 7 here. No lasso to be found. It's Burning. He's just free farming down there. He's got 81 last hits so far. Has not seen any sort of action. That's probably how he likes it. And now going to be TPing up towards that top lane, saying, X-Side, this is my lane, you get the hell out of here.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And seeing the fact that Morphling has got a Soul Ring, I am very, very sure that this is going to be a Strength Morphling. He has morphed extra into Strength as well.
Dire's
Misery.
structures are fortified.
Sitting inside the woods, I think they know. They do, Faith. Oh, Misery. So much trouble. Not a very good spot to be in. I don't actually know how they saw him, but they did.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mufasa.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh, hold on, XI. Only going to be letting go of a stun on the Big Daddy. Now we do see a lasso. They found Ferrari. And if they manage to bring him down, if my screen would just... Oh, Christ. Bad time for technical issues. But regardless. If I could just get into the game. Nothing's really happening on my end here. I'm just seeing basically a black screen. I'm seeing exactly the same thing that you guys are seeing. Very, very bad timing for technical difficulties as of right now. I'm just going to pause it until I got it fixed. Alright, so we're going to be sitting on a bit of a recap here, as
Radiant's middle tower
I do
is
really
under
much
attack.
want to get that engagement
Dire's bottom tower is under
in as well.
attack.
Just going to be pausing, jumping back a little bit. Juan sitting down in that middle lane. He's got the Blink Dagger and he's got the Boots of Speed ready. Fata.
Dire's structures
He's got a bottle as well. Up in the top lane, they're going to be fighting Misery. And this is some form of deja vu. But very much has to be.
tower is under attack.
On the mid lane, or rotating towards the mid lane, is Fear and Bone 7. He's ready with the lasso here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We'll have Chuan.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's rotating through here.
Fallen.
Cloud9, they're smoked up. Bone 7, he's going to let go of the Firefly. Going to be finding the lasso on the 430. And they found him. Fearin, aka Eternal Envy, they're going in. They're going to be trying to find something. Egg is going to drop as well. Mech out from Fearin. XI is now going to be coming down to the other side of the fight. Stunning up Terrorblade. He's stunned for a very, very long time. He's just tanking tower damage. Fata, he has not used the RP just yet. He's not going to let it go as well. And now the Phoenix. We got some lag here. We got a lot of lag. Buyback on Chuan. And this is not a favorable... This time, it's deja vu. That was exactly what happened last game. Not entirely sure if going live actually helps. It did help, so we're just going to be doing a bit of a fight recap here. As Mag went down, Bad Rider went down. I don't know who else died, but apparently IG decided that 9 kills was their way to go. So they must have found a couple.
Radiant's top tower is under
And yeah, that was about
attack.
2 minutes into the future, so they could have
Dire's
managed to
middle
take another
tower
fight
is under attack.
since that. But regardless, we're just going to be keeping going from where it actually stands right now. IG taking a Roshan,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
and they're looking so solid. They're looking for a place in the grand finals as of right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Misery going to be scanning out the rush pit here as Ferrari
Fallen to the Radiant.
has got the Aegis of the Immortal.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And he's ready to go mid. They can now start to apply some pressure here. But yeah, regardless. Right now, Cloud9, all they have to do is stall. Because Terrorblade will eventually get big. And once he gets the Manta Style plus the Scotty, that's when he can start doing work. But as of right now, he's simply not strong enough. And he's catching up on farm, though. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to outfarm the Juggernaut. Just in sheer last hits. And double kill down the mid lanes of the Shadow Fiend, letting go of the Requiem. Ouchies. Misery getting completely torn apart by burning, and this is not the Cloud9 we've seen in the previous 2 games. Because this is a Cloud9 in distress, and burning going to be working its way through this. I think this is actually a tri-stack. It's hurting a bit though. He's actually got a Shadow Blade going for him. Yeah, I don't think he can handle it entirely. Faith? Staying on that bottom lane. So right now it's Bone 7 going to be trying to deal with the Trying to push out. And you apparently got an extra ranged creep. That just apparently decided that it did not want to be on the side of IG anymore. It's like, alright guys, I'm with you. I'm with the dire side as of right now because I don't see a Helmet of Dominator out on anybody. Might have just been a skin miscalculation or something like that. Ferrari gonna be trying to, work his way through the illusions here as Cloud9 regrouping. Smoking up as well. They could be looking for a pick off. There is a tasty little Faith down there. So we got a 16-minute Midas picked up by the Morphling here. Going to be securing him the levels that he needs. Try to get going. Faith is going to be able to TP out no problem. And C9, they're now in the terrible spot that they just popped the smoke and they don't know what the hell to do. But yeah, regardless, the Empower on the Terrible 8 going to be helping him farm. I don't know if that should not stack on the illusions. If he pops the Conjure Image afterwards. But yeah, Mag, Fat's doing exactly what he needs to do. Just keep popping that Empower onto Eternal Envy. So he can get the farm that he needs. And he is currently out farming the Juggernaut. There are still some stacks left to be taken from Eternal Envy if he feels he needs something extra. Aegis is reclaimed in about 2 minutes, and doesn't really look like that IG want to spend it as of right now. Chuan, though, never mind. They're all sitting ready to fight. They're going to be trying to force a tower while the Aegis is still active. And 18-minute Mantis style, that's not half that bad out from Eternal Envy, even though he did go down once. But 128 CS in about 18 minutes. It's definitely good. But the middle lane tower is going to be falling regardless, and Cloud9, I don't think there's a whole lot that they can really do about those outside towers. Because they know they can't fight. They can't fight until Eternal Envy gets big. But once he gets big, he gets really big. There's really nothing like a farm Terrorblade. But they're going to be putting some pressure down this bottom tier 1 tower. And looks like they'll fall. Because they're IG, they just don't care. And they managed to take top tower as well, so. IG sitting with barely any towers left, or not IG, Cloud9 sitting with barely any towers left, and C9 just taking their first tower, so.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is, this is problematic burning. He's got the Shadow Blade. If he finds Eternal Envy here, that would be disastrous. Oh, they're pinging it out. They gotta try to see if they can get out of there. Faith now gonna be letting go of everything onto Farron, aka Eternal Envy on the fingers, while Terrorblade is going down. And this is exactly what they cannot afford to happen. He was lucky that he got that Mantis style before he went down there, but regardless, they cannot afford to lose this Terrorblade. Especially when Juggernaut is farming as hard as he is. Was now just overtaken. And he's got his own Mantis style. Plus another item on Terrorblade as right now, so. He's sitting on, yep, about 4k more. We might see a fight here. Yep, the stun in on to the Mag, and he's going to be gone completely. Mega killing streak out from Ferrari, and Cloud9 getting demolished. This doesn't look like the Cloud9 team that we had for the 73-minute game last game. And Ferrari playing out of his mind right now. 5:02. Roshan is back up and not so long. Down on the bottom lane, we do have a bit of a fight. Aegis gonna let go. They might find Burning here. That would be such a huge pickoff. He's gonna let go of the Omni Slash in time. But not gonna be surviving for long though. He's gonna be bringing down the Bad Rider. Phoenix going for that egg now. Chuang coming in with an epicenter and gonna be bringing down the Terrorblade. He does not get to Sunder. And that just evens out the fight completely. As far as I can tell, at least it evened out the fight. Nope, actually, the comeback mechanics. The rubber band effect. 900 gold down the pocket of Big Daddy. I don't think he was expecting that. Plus, that's pretty much 2 levels on him as well. So, actually, Cloud9 taking that fight rather convincingly, if we look at it in that sense. Fata trying to farm up. He's looking for potentially
Dire's
a
bottom
Yule
tower is under
Scepter?
attack.
Could be. He has options. Oh, the stun Bone Set or Big Daddy No Tail. He's in so much trouble. Whenever I see the Phoenix, I expect Bone 7 to be playing it, but Big Daddy,
Dire's bottom
he's
tower
in
is
trouble.
under
He's
attack.
not having a whole lot this game. It might not have been the best choice to put Big Daddy on Phoenix, though. Even though he has played it sometimes, he plays it a lot differently from Bone 7. Bone 7 is a lot more of an aggressive Phoenix. Compared to Big Daddy's very, very passive Phoenix. Big Daddy's all about the egg. It's all about getting that supernova off. And Juggernaut currently outfarming this Terrorblade by a rather large margin. And Turn Levy, he's only level 12 at this point. Has barely gotten anything and has barely seen the only combat that he's been seeing, he's lost. And the pause out from Mag. Looks like they have some connection issues or something like that. Dust of Appearance. Out on Phoenix, they're going to be trying to at least counter out the Juggernaut here. You do have a Mantis style. On your plus the Mask Command is both teams. Oh, they're not playing passive anymore. I think IG, they're looking for an engagement. The Illusion is going to get taken care of by the Mana Drain. As Roche is back up in 14 seconds. That's probably what they're waiting for. They're going to be taking the last of the stacks here. Tron going to be sitting up on the high ground for now, while Cloud9, they're going to get scouted here. Misery, yep, Smoke's going to break. They know he's sitting up there. There's the ward. So, IG, they're going to have to disregard the Roche at least for now. Sai, he's got a replicate. So, they don't want to engage on him. He's currently sitting there as bait. But they're smoked up again. They're re-smoked and ready to go. Smoke's not going to get broken by that Shadow Fiend Illusion, so no can do. And here comes the Roshan out from IG. This is a dangerous Roche, though. No, it's it's not. They're just gonna say, "Alright, it's not worth it." There's a mag, and there's an egg, and there is an Eternal Envy. If he gets off enough damage plus a refraction, he's gonna bring him down. TPs down towards that bottom lane where the fight initiates. Burning. He's gonna get caught up at the last zone. Now Misery comes through with the rock plus the sun, but Ferrari doing so much work on the back lines, trying to get Mag, and he's going to be able to get him. Or not Mag, Eternal Envy, excuse me. Big Daddy is now going to be going down as well to this Ferrari. They only managed to find Faith, and doesn't seem like they have a counter. They have a buyback on the Terrorblade that might get forced out, but what's he going to do? What is he going to do? And this is a Cloud9 team in so much distress that it's almost ridiculous. Ever since that top gank happened, where Ferrari just got that those 2 runes, now the buyback. Ever since he got those 2 runes, it's just been like they've been able to really do anything. Oh, Bone 7, he's stunned up for so long. This is definitely the support Morphling, which we all know and love. Does absolutely 0 damage, but has the longest single target stun in the game. Cloud9. This is a Cloud9 team in distress, like I said before. They don't have anything on this IG team anymore. They have been unable to pull anything off. They need to take like a crazy team fight where Mag lands a proper RP, because that's what they've been lacking. They've been lacking a 5-man RP. They've been lacking something really, really big. And it's kind of sad though that the skewer doesn't actually stun once the target arrives. I've actually been caught out by that a couple of times. But yeah, regardless, Fearin, he might find XI here, but he could pay with his life. Eternal Envy, he's trying to... Oh no! He's gonna go down. He's gonna buy out, gonna almost get his stance on the BKB. But regardless, he does still have the buyback. He didn't purchase, or he didn't buy back last game. So, but yeah, this Juggernaut is just so farmed, sitting on way too much goalless right now. 16k. His GPM is 644, and now they're going to be going for the Roshan. Cloud9, they have no way of contesting it, and this Rosh is going to go down so ridiculously fast. What a game so far by IG. I just feel like they outplayed Cloud9 so far, but what Cloud9 they got to do is they just need a good fight. They need a solid fight, but as of right now, IG, they're just playing so disciplined, never grouping up for the Mag to take a good RP, but yeah, I just don't know. IG, they're just playing so well at this point. Staying together as a good squad and just outplaying Cloud9. But yeah, Cloud9, the only chance I really think that they have is to isolate the Jugs, take him down first, then turn their attention towards the Shadow Fiend. But there's always a backup from IG. They always have the Sand King with that big epicenter. They always have the line with the finger to take somebody out. I don't even think Eternal Envy has gotten off his Sunder yet this game, just because of the sheer stun. Plus they have a Basher now, so. But FRI, if they could isolate at least somebody. Such a long stun. It is going to be the Rax this time. And Cloud9, there's nothing they can do about it. IG just playing so disciplined. As of this point, Bat Rider, he's got the Mask of Madness for that extra movement speed, but I feel it could actually be more his death than anything else. Because he does take that extra 30% damage, which is basically all of his physical damage resistance gone. Plus, you got the presence of the Dark Lord, which is basically a free assault cuirass. Oh, he's going to be finding XI, that's the Morphling. And he's actually getting stuck morphing into strength, but they're not going to be able to find him. He's able to waveform out. And yep, they're going to be finally finding that kill, but they're going to be having the Phoenix get brought down regardless. So a 1-for-1 plus a buyback from the Morphling. And there is the Rock going to be flying through, but there are no levels on Misery as of right now, so Ferrari just going to be tanking through it. Doesn't really care all that much. And it's going to be possibly the melee Rax. It's going to go down here. Terrorblade finally getting the BKB up and online. Don't know how much it's going to help him, at least some, to try to deal with XI here. And he's going through. Vata is going to get denied the RP, and he's going to get brought down. And now the fight turns towards Eternal Envy. Has popped the BKB. He's trying to go up against Ferrari. He's going to Sunder. Got to be finding at least the Aegis, but burning. He's going to be just going through him. Vata bought back. He has still got the RP. Bone 7 is in so much trouble right now. It's going to get brought down. And GG. We will be having IG, who's going to be participating in the finals versus VG Gaming. Cloud9, they had everything they needed to take this series, but they just couldn't do it. And what a game out by IG. Just crushing this Cloud9 team. And yeah, after that first engagement up on top, where Eternal Envy died to the Shadow Fiend, I think that was just a point of no return. If we look at the graphs here for a second, I haven't actually been looking at those, but they did have a slight dip when they did take that 2-for-2 engage or 2-for-2 fight, but it's just been a steady upwards curve in IG's favor. Almost 25k in experience and 25k more in net worth. There was just no going back at that point. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.